It's 2022 and it is time for a whole new batch of MTG products to come out around Christmas. I ask you, what's your MTG Christmas wish? What's your New Year's MTG resolution? Wishes, resolutions that we all have. And the video starts right now.
Highest level of gratitude to our patrons who power the channel through Patreon. Check out the Patreon link in the description to learn about monthly giveaways, VIP Discord access, and even our official playmat.
Hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. I am Joel. We are getting into 2022, y'all. Jake and I have got a ton of stuff coming your way. Coverage of the new sets, a ton of new ideas that we have, and can't wait to show you. Before we do, I want to kind of take a look back at 2021. See where everybody's head is at. See what everybody's thinking about as we get into 2022. If you like the video, by the end of it, hit that like button. It really helps us out to know to make more content and videos like these. Let's look at some of your answers to your MTG Christmas wishes. So it turns out when you ask a bunch of MTG players what they want for Christmas, the answer is Black Lotus, James Shogren, Evan Amon, Jose Cano, Violent Swami. Oh my gosh, so many of you said Black Lotus. I do like the people that thought, maybe I don't ask for just one Black Lotus here. Maybe I ask for 30 Black Lotuses. Maybe I ask for 1,000 Black Lotuses. Regardless, I love where your head's at. I kind of should have saw that one coming. Some people want the Power 9. Some people want a Black Lotus. Lots of people also want the reserve list abolished and the commander ban list destroyed. And most of the people that say no to the reserve list really want a Vintage Masters printed. Nino Smith wants a commander deck with Edgar Markov, comparable in price at this point. Edgar needed a reprint. Olivia Holland said a separate ban list for commanders versus the 99. I really like this idea. I don't think it's too difficult for parsing. I don't think that new players or enfranchised players wouldn't understand that there are some cards banned as commander, there are some cards banned in the 99. It's pretty straightforward and simple to get, and I really think that it would open up some of the options that are currently banned. Tobias Kaner wants Soul Ring and Mana Crypt banned in commander. I really do wonder, should Soul Ring be legal in commander? A lot of people say, oh, it defines the format, and I'm not saying I'm definitely in on this, but I want to know what you think about this down in the comments. Starmanda88 said fetch lands reprinted into the ground. There are still really good prices on fetch lands that were just reprinted. This is probably the time right after Christmas. A lot of people trying to unload, get back some of the money they spent on everybody's gifts. Maybe go check out fetch lands right now. And you can get at least the group that was reprinted last year and have a copy of all those in the next week or two. Gray Fire said they would like 100 copies of every card ever made. You're looking at millions of cards coming your way. I hope you've got storage. Epic Rusin said every Magic card ever made ×3 delivered to my house now. Why did you pick such an infuriating number? Why do you still want to have to go and obtain a fourth of some of these cards? Burma Baines, I love how realistic you are. 1,000 of the most expensive cards reprinted in unique art and sold for about $250 per set, please. Guys, when I give you a genie wish, just ask for whatever you want. Burma Baines says, no, I understand that nothing is free in this world. If you could just sell it for a reasonable price, I would be okay with that. Merry Christmas. Jacob H said, bring back Eldrazi and Phyrexian. It's actually been since Eldritch Moon, I think, that we have last seen Eldrazi in a main standard set, so that could be something that we see. And we know Phyrexians are being peppered in, teased here and there. I remember when we thought we were going to see Jen Gataxias on Strixhaven.
It seems fitting that he would be in a wizard school causing trouble with magic and stuff.
Along those same lines, Michael Toast said a new Mirrodin set without Phyrexians. I don't want to freak you out. If you don't know where that story was left, last time we were on Mirrodin, you might be in for a disappointment. Maxwell DeGraff, I love this answer. A Boros deck box. Simple, straight to the point. This person knows what they need, and they're not afraid to ask for it. David Redder said a copy of every Magic novel ever printed. That might actually be harder to obtain at this point than like a Power 9. I love the MTG stories. I've read all of the books, and man, I loved keeping up with that story month over month. I haven't really read them in a while. I got disenfranchised after that War of the Spark book. I just haven't given it another chance. If you're into the narrative of MTG and the world building, I think that we're back to some semblance of what it once was. Trey Richardson just wants a Crucible of Worlds. That's honestly not that bad of an ask for a reprint of that card this year. It's been since Core 2019 that we saw Crucible of Worlds, and the price is starting to creep back up. Those were your MTG Christmas wishes. Let's look at some of your New Year's resolutions. Patrick Neighbor says to buy more cards. Aaron Radney says buy less, play more. Maybe y'all should get together and you can play more games with Patrick's cards. Sean Morris says lose 100 pounds. Dog, I love this. I want to lose a little weight too this year. Losing 100 in a year sounds like a lot, but let's just get healthier together. Sean, check in with me. I want to hear how it's going. Dennis Vuko says play a lot of cool ninjas. Pretty soon, Jake and I are going to start our coverage of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, so make sure you are subscribed down below so that you see that coverage when it comes out. I think you're going to get that wish, my friend. I think this resolution is going to be very easy to keep. Alexander E says finish my CEDH deck, and Alexander, you and I have this one in common. I want to build my first CEDH deck this year and maybe start covering that a little bit. At the very least, start playing it on Spell Table on the channel. I'll see you in some CEDH this year. Fusion Man 996 says making citizen tokens and proliferating. Are you talking about making babies? Marco OS says, after playing 60 card casually for over 4 years, plan to build and play a commander deck. I'm looking forward to the experience. Marcos, I'm looking forward to it for you. Jump in our Discord. We got a huge community around Commander and MTG Finance that's always chatting. Can't wait to see you on the battlefield. Wing of Tech says, play Commander EDH at a game store for the first time. Yo, we shared this one. Not for the first time, but I'm looking forward to 2022. I'm looking forward to something a little bit better. Hanging out in person, playing some Commander. That is what it is about with MTG for me. Make sure that you're subscribed so you see all of the cool stuff that Jake and I have got planned to come out, streams and videos. So much stuff that we're planning for 2022. We can't wait to share it with y'all. Other than that, I am tapped out and we'll see you soon. Black Lotus for themselves. Everybody wants a Black Lotus.